Good morning. It's Monday, March 7th, 2022. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Xingyi. This morning we're going to start Xingyi's 12 Animals. And I'm going to do a little bit more analysis as we get started. I'm going to show a couple things and then we're going to do a little bit more analysis. We're in this room because my car's not running. And the garage is the other studio. So I could move the car out, but it won't start, so I couldn't move it back in. And I decided I'm going to leave the car in the garage until I can get it fixed. This week, I hope. And this is fine. We've got a few moves out of the first part in Xingyi's 12 Animals that are the same as in the 5 elements. We've got a couple things that are different. As we go through each of the moves, I had previously talked about this little format change where there would be some days here where we're going to do a little bit more analysis. It's going to be more 1, 2, 3 moves as opposed to a series of things. And that's what we're doing today. I've got another light that I'm going to turn on and we're going to get started. There we go. Coffee. Coffee is good. Alright, so I'm going to spend a little more time, like I was just saying, a little more time today on the analysis and how we pay attention to our movements. What are we doing? What are we trying to do? And what does that look like? All right, let's do basic stretch. Yeah. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Circle the front. And back around to both sides. Up along the center line. Stretch out. Bend the knees. Reach up. Roll up through the spine. Pull up, reach out. Fingertips reach up. Elbows drop down. Wrist, fingertips, hands return to your sides. Alright, a little bit of leg stretch. Right foot front, left foot back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Sing. Other side. Turn around. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Sink. And come on up. As you sink down, just a reminder, as you sink down, open the knee. So, in the hip, turn the leg, right here. Here's my knee. Open it. Just that little tiny bit. You'll feel it in the hip as you sink. All right, it's a little bitty. All right, part of what we are going to do in this series includes me reviewing and, for lack of a better way to put it, remembering these forms. All right? There has been things that I have practiced regularly over the years. There are things that I have not practiced regularly over the years. This is one of them. Doesn't mean I can't do it. Just means that as I go through the forms, which we're doing this morning, there is an advantage that you get for this series, in that there will be things that I'm going to pay more attention to because it's something that I need to work on. Okay? So, if I don't need to work, and here's why. If I don't need to work on it, when I'm teaching, when I'm thinking about what it is I'm doing, right, whatever the movement is, I've gotten comfortable with those moves, right? And as I'm doing the class, as I'm giving the class, I don't think about it as much. I'm not paying as close attention to it as I would if I was less comfortable with that particular move. It's relative, right? It's not this is over here and this is over here. No, it's real close over here. But this idea that as I'm paying closer attention, I'm going to call out things that I might not otherwise be calling out. I might be paying attention to some foundation things, which is a good thing. I may also be paying attention to some of the more advanced work because that's how I learned this. I did not start this form as a beginner. I did not. And it's not something that I would encourage somebody who is a beginner to start with. Okay? It's not. This is not a beginning level form. 5 elements is a beginning level form, and we are going to use some of those 5 elements in this series. All right. Let's as I'm going to walk through this a little bit. I'm not going to go real slow, but this is what we'll work on this morning. All right, the opening for Xingyi 12 Animals. The opening for anything, we're going to salute. All right, and for Xingyi, we're on the 45. All right, and step out. We've seen this before, haven't we? Step in, Bung Chuan. Step in, Pao Chuan. Ho! Seen that too, right? Step in, Bung Chuan, step out, Pao Chuan. This is 12 Animals opening. I looked at my notes this morning, I'm sure of it. All right, there was a little bit, yeah. All right, let me show you some. This is just, sip of coffee. Again, you're going to go back to this idea that this is the analysis piece, right? As I started thinking about what I'm doing today, what I'm working on, what needs to be done in this class, for me to do what I intend to do, right? I'm going to go back, review a little bit, pay a little attention to what it is I'm going to be doing, and I went back and I looked at my notes. There's a move. I'm going to show you right now. That could be in a different place. It could. It works. Okay? From the standpoint of the movements in the form, from the standpoint of the intent at the beginning, and from the standpoint of, is this something that is part of Xingyi's 12 Animals? All of that is yes. All right, so at the beginning, we open here. Gets me to the same place. As this. I end up here. The second one, know this, is correct. But it is in, yes it is. All right, now, here we go. Open, step in, turn around, up, right there. I do have that as part of an opening, and guess what? Bone Chuan comes right after. How do I know which one is where? I wrote it down. I wrote it down. All right, now, this is, again, the media right now is video. I just wrote it down. I just wrote it down. Which one is correct? Open, Bung Chuan, Pao Chuan, turn around, come back through. Yanzi Rulin. The sparrow flies through the forest. It's the name of the move. Yanzi Rulin. Sparrow flies. Yanzi sparrow flies through the forest. Ru goes through. Then the forest. Alright, this naming conventions and the names of things, the names of the movements. I need to do a better job of putting that up on the website. I believe I have it in Chinese, so I need to get it. I have it in English, and I need to get that up on the website so that you'll have that information. The names are important for a number of reasons. One, it gives us which animal. This is 12 Animals form. Sparrow is one of the animals. It is. Alright? Yeah. Alright, and it gives us an idea. Same as with the 5 elements. What is that idea behind? What is the nature of this movement? Horse is different than sparrow. Is different than tiger, right? The kinds of things that a horse would do, that's horse. One of the movements out of horse. And we do that here. All the 12 animals are in here. Alright? Is different than tiger. The way that we think about what movement we're doing and how we do it takes on the character of the animal. Okay? So, as we're moving, what are we paying attention to? We've got the shape of the form, it's Xingyi, the outward movement, the idea that we're being, we still want that idea of being very prompt and very sudden, and this is the move, that's it, period, and we're going there. Alright, and that, I'm going. That Xingyi still has that nature of being the head of the dragon. It's going. Dragons don't normally fly backwards. Okay, Tai Chi is the tail, and the tail is quite an effective defensive weapon. And Bagua is the middle. It could go either way. Moving forward, with Xingyi, we want to bring that energy. We want to create. Now, I talked about this last week. We want to create that intrinsic energy, that pull in and release with strength and with the idea behind what we're doing that's related to or connected with the actual movement. So when we open at Tron, what are we doing with Tron? Alright? Yeah, this would be the time when I would be looking at folks and saying, somebody either tell me or show me what we're doing with Tron. Alright, and I would have the expectation that there'd be a few people who could either tell me or show me. Okay, being able to verbalize it is not critical. Understanding it and being able to do it. Okay, so that visual of being able to see it and then being able to do it is part of the learning process, and the two are not necessarily joined. Okay, it's a skill to put both of them together. All right. As we look at each of the moves, pay attention to this idea that we want to pull in and then release. All right. For the beginning, Xingyi's 12 Animals. I'm going to turn around here in a second. We're going to do this. I'm going to turn around. It's going to be easier to follow if I turn around than it is to try and follow me facing. All right? So, we're on the 45. I'm going to show this facing so you can see. All right? We're on the 45. I'm here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tron, Tron. Okay? Together. On the 45, feet together. Salute. Step out with the right. Come up with the left. 1. Transfer the weight. 2. Right comes across. Left comes back across. 3. Both hands hold fist. And close to the lower Tian. 4, 5. Tron, Drill, Tron. I talked about, and I'm going to talk, just relax for a second. We're going to do this 5 times. Relax for a second. I talked about this a lot in all of the other series, all of the other classes. Foundation matters. If when you were working on Xingyi's 5 elements, foundation work, basic opening, right? Tron. If you got comfortable with that, opening, this is going to be really easy for you. The other part is there's a lot more waste that goes into this. We're going to walk through it, same as what we just did, 5 times. Feet together, stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Salute. Nice and easy. Step out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open. Tron. Again. Salute. Left, right, left, Come together, step, Tron. Feet together, salute. Nice and easy. And step out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. Actually, 2 more times. Salute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open. Tron. Last time. Not really, but salute. Take it easy and open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, relax. We're going to speed this up a little bit. All right? As you move, use the waist. The general idea behind is a whip. This doesn't move slow. It's not. It doesn't move slow. Again, with everything else, lower dantian, drive the waist. It's not hand movement, it's turning the waist that extends the arm. This is the image of a whip. I've got a whip in my hand, there's a handle on the whip, and the whip will extend and come back. You need to be careful when that extends, because it will come back. All right, all right, this comes out with that idea that this is the end, not the beginning. So you're not thinking, I'm going to turn my hand up over here. You're thinking, I'm going to turn my waist and let my hand follow the energy that I've generated by turning my waist. All right? Just a little bit faster. A little bit. Use the waist. Feet together, stand straight. Not too fast, just a little bit. Salute. Pay attention to your waist. Relax and step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn the waist. Seriously, turn your waist. Salute. And ready. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 more times. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're going there. Ready. Salute. Relax. And step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. Salute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. Last time. Salute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That timing, how fast are we moving, what are we doing? A little bit of an adjustment, right? So we have, I'm turning around so you can see this. We have step through, and we're going to do this, hang on. So we have a step through, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have that same, I'm going to step through a little bit faster, use the waist a little bit, what we just did. Alright, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That speed, give or take. Now we want to pay attention to the emphasis. Well, what do we want to pay attention to, right? So we've got the basic movement, we've got the general speed. Emphasis. Where's the emphasis? Where is the expression of, or where is strength, physical strength? Where is that visible and being used together with the internal strength? With how I move the waist, with as I pull in, what am I doing? Alright? So, for salute, yeah, hey, we're all good here. Alright, right here. Slice, 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 and pull down. One, two, three, pull in. No, it's not nice. It's not. It's the martial art. So, as we're paying attention to what it is we're doing, we also need to pay attention to how we're going to move. In this case, we're using Xingyi, right? As we're talking about Xingyi. So the movement and the characteristics need to be consistent with Xingyi. If I were doing the same move with the idea behind of Tai Chi, I would move differently. Alright, so Xingyi is very forward. Slice, slice, slice. Just pull in. Tron. I've talked about what this is quite a bit. Drill. Alright, and as this comes through, it comes out with force. This is not. Xingyi is not soft. Tai Chi can be extremely soft and extremely effective. Xingyi tends to not be soft. There are some things where Xingyi will withdraw, but it tends to be much more deliberate than with the idea that, deliberate in the sense that in Tai Chi I might melt and withdraw. In Xingyi, if I'm going to withdraw, you coming with me. Pretty much. Alright, so pay attention as we move. This last time, with this idea that there's intent behind, and it includes the use of strength, and it includes a little bit of force. Pay attention. Feet together, stand straight. Whole body needs to be engaged. Use the waist. Pay attention to the lower dantian. This is not a slow movement. Okay? Not slow. Salute. Ready. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again. Stand straight. Breathe. Salute. Ready, and breathe in. Breathe out. Again. Stand straight. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Salute. Breathe out. Breathe in. Ready, and breathe out. All right, relax. This force and speed connects through the breath. All right, so if we move slowly, I have breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe, right? As we're moving more quickly, the breath remains connected through the movement, but there's more movement to connect with one breath. Okay? We just did that. All right? This skill, this ability, is learned. It is part of how we develop these skills. All right? If you're huffing and puffing when we're done, your breathing is not sufficiently relaxed to allow your body to open and breathe as you move. And that connection isn't quite there yet. Okay? Part of practice is developing that ability so that as you're moving, your breath and your movement are fully integrated, and when you're finished, there is no huffing and puffing. Yeah, no, it's not that you don't use your breath. It's not that you don't end up, after a long series or after doing something, all right, that you don't end up needing to breathe more deeply, or you don't do a couple of seconds of, okay, let me catch my breath there. I need to, all right, now I'm good. That kind of breathing is what we want. That tightly integrated, whatever movement I'm doing, I'm still breathing, and I understand, because we're paying attention to the movements and how we use the energy, and I understand what goes behind. I'm going to use this series again, and I'm going to do my standard, don't do it this way, do it this way, right? So I talked about this, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. This is wrong. Do not do this. I'm facing this way so you can see my hands, right? So you can see what I'm doing here. Do not. No, don't, no. No. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. All right. Now, don't do this. I'm going to salute. I'm going to do what I said not to do. I'm going to focus on my hands, not on my waist. Don't do this. No. No. I'm going to do same thing. Don't do this. I'm focused on my hands. It's just my hands. No. It shows that focus shows. I exaggerated a little bit, but basically what I was doing was from here down. That was it. That's all that's working. Don't do that. It's wrong. Xingyi uses all of the development that we pay attention to for cultivating the energy in the lower Tantian, for cultivating the energy in Santibo. Look familiar? Right? Santibo. Toes grip. Pull up through the Yongchuan. Heel sinks. Pull up through the arch of the foot. Open the back. Open the Ming Men. Open the hip. Take the weight on the back of the leg, not on the front. Focus on the center, in the front, center line in the front. Open all three centers, the upper Tantian, the middle Tantian, and the lower Tantian. Circulate the energy through the small heavenly circle. Circulate the energy through the large heavenly circle. Circulate the energy in the tiny heavenly circle, the lower Dantian circle. Oh, so you got 3 circles going here. All right, and relax. Hey, yes, that's part of the internal work that we're paying attention to. In our 12 animals, as well as in the 5 elements, we want to use that. That whole body connection matters. As I start, right here, toes grip a little bit, pull up, this pulls in, open the lower back, drop the hip, so that I've already enabled, just with that, just that little tiny bit, I've already enabled the small heavenly circle, right? Because I've just opened, right there, opened the Ming Men. Just drop the hip just that little bit. Opens up the lower back so that the breath energy, the qi, and jing, the internal energy, can flow through. Right? We want those centers open. Part of Santibu, part of our practice, just standing there, right? There's a physical part of standing there, but there's so much more going on. We want to bring that so much more going on into all of our practice, not just that part. That is fundamental to the internal arts. So if I'm judging, used to do tournaments before COVID, tournaments, and I might see somebody who was doing Xingyi and their focus really was on their hands. What am I doing with my hands and my feet? There was no body involvement really, and the movement was empty. There was no internal work. A person could be physically strong and not have internal work. Right? This inside part is my focus. All right? So, as we're moving, turn the waist, turn the waist, turn the waist. Inside, lower Tantian. Turn the waist, turn the waist, turn the waist, turn the waist. Come around, come around, come around, come around. If we think about, as I was taught, we have, this is 2 swimming fish. The lower Tantian is the 2 swimming fish, yin fish, yang fish. I'm hoping you're seeing where this is going. So, The two fish swim together, they complement each other, and they always move together. There's always a synergy between how things are moving. They're always together. As we turn, come around, this one side comes around, the other side comes around. Back to center. Keep spin. All right, that turn is something that we want to develop. That skill is something that we want to develop. Is it easy? No, it's not. Part of it is using the waist, which is focus this morning. We're going to do this a couple more times and pay attention to this internal workmanship that I'm talking about. So this idea of a spin, we're going to pay attention to that slowly, not quite as fast as I was doing. So just, nice, a little easier spin, right? Pay attention to that idea as you turn. So pull in as if there's a ball there, and you can turn it and spin it in both directions at the same time. This is the advanced class, really. It is. All right. Feet together, stand straight. Not too fast. Pay attention to the internal work. Not too fast. All right. Salute. Inside, pull up. Open the Ming Men. Pay attention to the tiny heavenly circle. Pay attention to the lower Tantien. And turn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. Salute. Turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which direction are you turning? Side to side, up and down. Salute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These big outward movements are small internal movements. That skill to generate that movement from here through the body, as opposed to thinking about the physical body. And now I'm going to put my hand here, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, is more advanced for sure, and is part of what we need to develop in order to actually do some of these movements. All right, again, I've seen folks who wanted to learn and hadn't the opportunity to understand or to be introduced to the internal workmanship that goes behind Xingyi. So the practice was only physical movement. It wasn't, and some part of it was counter to the idea that Xingyi goes here. We're going. So as we're moving, I'm going to show you this. And then we're going to practice a couple more times, and we're going to continue with Bung Chuan and Pao Chuan. Alright? So, don't do this. There's another one. Don't do this. Pi Chuan. Do not do this. Right? I'm here. I'm here. No. This is wrong. Don't do. For what we do, this is wrong. Don't do this. With my hand. Don't do this. It's wrong. This one's okay. Don't do this. What am I doing? I've exaggerated it. It's wrong. Don't do it. Don't do it. I exaggerated. This hand's going this way, this hand's going this way, and I just trapped myself. What? No! 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 Don't do that. Alright, so here, correct? Xingyi. Both hands going in the same direction. The Lao will center the palm. Everything pushes out. Connect to the lower Tantian. Everything pushes out. Sink into the move. As the hands close, we come in and both hands return. So they're both going in the same direction at the same time. Xingyi's going forward, period. Okay? If we keep that idea in mind, that one idea, that Xingyi is going forward, all sorts of other things will fall into place. So the idea that I'm doing something like this, no. This, however, yes, and I'm going that way. So as we move, we have our own, right? I can think about this. Am I going in the same direction? Is the energy, the physical energy, the kinetic energy that I am using, all going in the same direction at the same time? If it's not, chances are your movement's not correct. Easy. Look at how you're moving into that particular posture, what your body is doing, right? Or should be doing, and then you have a way to, without having to look at anything, without having to go back and, like I talked about at the beginning, looking at my notes, you don't have to go back and look at your notes, you understand, Xingyi moves forward. If I'm not moving forward altogether at the same time, something's wrong. All right? These kinds of fundamentals are key to all of the advanced work that we might do. It all comes back to the foundation. Good foundation carries through everything else, and it gives you the ability to analyze what you're doing in terms of the art that you're practicing. What are the foundation elements for this art? What do I need to pay attention to for this art? What are the key things? There's 5, maybe 10, give or take. There aren't that many, really. I have a long litany of things that we need to pay attention to. Internal workmanship. As we practice, putting those ideas into our practice, so that when I say, all right, is everything going in the same direction at the same time? Yes or no? It's a real easy answer, yes or no. If the answer is yes, good, do it again. If the answer is no, what did I do? What was I doing that was off? Maybe do it again because you need to look at what you were doing that was off. Maybe it was your foot placement. Maybe it was a little catch in the waist or in the hip. Maybe it was timing. timing is not always easy, right? Excuse me. All right, we're going to do this one more time with the next two movements. Okay, so watch one time. And I'm going to turn around and do this from the back. So, Pi Chuan, step in, Bung Chuan, step in, Pao Chuan. Bung Chuan, Pao Chuan. All right? 5 elements. We're getting started with this. All right, I'm going to turn around. Yeah, that's good enough. Little part of my feet might not be in the picture, but it's all right. Stand straight, feet together. On the 45. Look straight. Salute. Not too fast. Breathe in. Breathe out. Open the back, open the breath. Breathe in again. And breathe out. Relax. Breathe in. Not too fast, not too slow. Breathe out. Step. Bung Chuan. Pao Chuan. All right, notice that I'm here. Step in, Bung Chuan, same foot front, step up, Pao Chuan. I'm on a straight line. Okay? I'm going to turn around in a minute. I showed that at the beginning. But for right now, straight line. Pao Chuan, as you step out with Pao Chuan, normally in practice, we're going off of that straight line. We're going on the 45. In this case, step out, Bung Chuan. We are not going over here to the 45, right? No. Bung Chuan, Pao Chuan. I'm here, straight. No, no, yes, right here. Okay, so Bung Chuan, Pao Chuan. Straight ahead. All right, we turn around next. Tomorrow. Let's do this again. Left foot stays front. Feet together, stand straight. Salute. Relax the breath. Step out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Step in. Step in again. Again. Feet together, stand straight. Salute. Step in. And step in again. One more time. Salute. Step in. One more. Feet together, stand straight. Salute. Open. Pi Chuan. Bung Chuan. Pao Chuan. Alright, yeah, as I did Pao Chuan just now, I pulled my arm back a little bit so that I didn't hit the wall. Right? The extension here makes a difference. It does. And I'll talk about that for just a second as we close. The focus on individual movements gives us the opportunity to analyze them, to take them apart. As we pay attention to that, we also want to pay attention to what's correct. What should we do? What we might be doing right now may or may not be what we should be doing. Okay? So as we get started, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? This is a good method to get started. We have to get started. You've got to start someplace, right? This is a good way to get started. As we develop, which we did this morning, we just went through a couple of stages. As we develop that skill to turn the waist, we want to start to apply it to all of our movements, not just a particular few, so that we become comfortable, way more comfortable with this idea of turning through the waist and opening the waist. That gives us the opportunity here. That gives us the next stage of being able to pay attention more to the lower tantien and what's going on there. These two swimming fish, again, it's something that takes a bit of practice. It takes some work. It's not beginner level. It is something that if you're looking at a person practicing internal arts, how they use their waist and the energy that they bring, what's it feel like, right? You watch this person move, what's it feel like? Really, there are times when I move and it's very soft, and there are times when I move and I've got a lot more strength behind it. My hope is that the video captures most of that. That idea, what goes behind, is a big part of what we want to, the skill that we want to develop, so that as we have an idea of what goes behind, we can apply it, we can use it. I'm going to stop for today. I will be back with the same tomorrow. We'll do a little bit more with this idea that we got to, at the beginning, there's quite a bit that is, it's a little bit different. All right, so we got this. We're working on that this week. I'll be back tomorrow and Wednesday with this. Thursday and Friday, Wudang Qigong. Basic class on Thursday and advanced class on Friday. I hope you'll join me. Thank you.